a Suraj Barjatya saying, you decide and you want to work with us, that is the Rajshri family for you. Raj Babuji followed me all the way in the, they have a long corridor. And he said, don't think it's like just a easy, Poonam hai, Mathura ki ladki hai. It's not. In my mind, I was like, yeah, don't worry. I was doing it. When I met Surajji recently at Raj Babu's prayer meeting,
Sure.
She said, you were Raj Babu's favorite heroine.
Moving on to the film that made me a fan of yours, Viva. I have seen that movie 34 times. I wrote my college thesis on it.
30, I think even Suraj Barjatya has not seen it 34 times.
Well, that's a compliment. In fact, I remember very well, I assisted Suraj sir on Prem Ratan Dhan Payo, and when he interviewed me, the first thing I told him is, I said, sir, I've seen Viva these many times, and this is my thesis, please have a read. So I think that convinced him that this guy really wants to shadow me.
I'm sure they must have loved it, the way they operate.
Yeah,
they have loved
absolutely.
that kind of,
Why do you think that film is still so relevant today?
Because it is true to the essence of the Indian values and culture, and although I remember when the film released, the English critics wrote the film off. They wrote it off as being a regressive film. They wrote Poonam's character as being regressive. And I remember we were in Kanpur because we were promoting the film.
Sure.
And we were like doing this Delhi, Lucknow, Kanpur, and the film had released. And on the release day, we were in Kanpur. And news came that, English critics are writing off the film. And my heart sank, and I felt so sad. And I was like, I'm so destroyed by those comments. And Surajji came to me and he said, Amrita, don't go by these reviews. And he was like, this is just one or two people's opinions. The audience, the bahus, the chachis, they will walk in and they will make this film. They will decide the fate of this film.
Yeah.
So then his words came true, and then not only that film, but I think after that you had like a series of TV serials that got inspired by the characters of Viva, and some of them were almost like copies of
the exact same storylines.
Exact storylines.
Yeah.
That film is truly special actually. When I go, like you said, 34 times, you watched it. Whenever I travel to any part of India, I get that. I've watched Viva 17 times, 25 times. जब भी आती है हम विवाह देखते ही है. And even today, it's a record on the channel.
The Z.
It's a record on the channel. Whenever Viva is, it's a weekend and it has to be Viva. So I started finally doing the hashtag Weekend Viva.
How did that film happen for you?
Viva happened to me by destiny. And I think I have been Destiny's child. The way I've entered the film industry, it's all as if it was planned, and I think almost everybody's entry, I believe, is destined here. When Surajji called me for the narration, he called me for a meeting first. So we went to the Rajshri office. That was me, my mom, and my manager. And we had a meeting. Raj Babu.
Wow.
I remember him now, and I can't believe he's no more. But Surajji, Raj Babu, they were a part of that meeting, and it was nothing about the role or the film or the script. It was just trying to understand who I am as a person, and they make you speak in Hindi. They had Premchand's book, novel, and they made me read the back page of it. And Raj Babu takes very keen interest on, these little exams that you have to give.
He was very observant. He was very observant.
Yeah, exactly. So they made me read it, and then, they asked me different kind of questions. And I remember that meeting went on for 4 hours. When we walked out, it was night. I think it was an afternoon meeting. And when we walked out, we were like, oh my God, this is the longest meeting we've ever had. And my manager said that, I think you're going to bag this role. Then I went to Delhi, and the 26th July floods happened in Mumbai, and the flights were not landing in Mumbai. So I got stuck in Delhi, and then I got a call. I remember I was taking a walk at Lodi Garden, and Surajji called me, and Surajji said, we want you to be a part of this film. Now you come back, read the script, take a narration, and then you decide if you want to work with us. That's what he said, and I was like, oh my God, such humility,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, I mean, a Suraj Barjatya saying, you decide and you want to work with us, that is the Rajshri family for you. Those value systems, I really hope, continue in generations to come.
Yeah. So you came back to Mumbai and then you read the script.
I came back to Mumbai. I got a full-fledged narration from Surajji, and the way Surajji gives a narration with the tape recorder, and like he had the cassette. All the songs of Viva were already recorded and they were aligned. And then he would give me the narration, and then he would say, now at this point, this song will play, and then we would hear the song. I'd never had a narration like that. And I remember at the end of the narration, like towards the end, that climax, which gets really heavy, we had tears in our eyes. Like everybody who was at the narration, we had tears in our eyes. And we were so involved in that narration. And I remember, I think it was the day after that, they had called me to the office again, or I can't remember whether it was the same day. Maybe it was the same day after the narration. Raj Babuji followed me all the way in the, they have a long corridor, and closer to the reception, and he said, this role that you have bagged, it's a very difficult role. It's going to be big responsibility on your shoulders. Don't think it's like just a easy, Poonam hai, Mathura ki ladki hai. It's not. I mean, this is I was in my mind, I was like, yeah, I was doing it. But now I realize what he meant, because I think the role, it was such a mature performance. There was so much to be said without dialogues, so much to be felt and emoted, and it was a whole roller coaster. Yeah.
What was the most challenging scene of that movie?
Most challenging scene was the hospital scene.
The one where he puts us in the...
Yes, that was very challenging, and that's again Raj Babuji's favorite scene too. Because challenging because it was an emotional scene, and again I had no dialogues. I had very limited dialogues. Shahid was doing all the talking, and for me the toughest part was camera angles were changing. And every time you change the camera angle, it takes time, right? So everybody's doing their thing, and you have to still be in that zone, and like you're there and your tear is here. And then again, okay, now cut, now it's going to be top angle, and fir ye angle and wo angle, and you have to remember that, okay, I have to leave, I left it at that pitch. Now from this angle, I have to do the same thing. So I remember I got so damn irritated. It was a little frustrating for me because I was like getting bogged down by the technicalities of this whole function. But then I told myself, dude, nobody's going to see any of these people. They're going to only see you. So you better just hold your, your patience and do it.
Yeah.
But that was a tough scene. Yeah.
Are we ever going to see you in a role like Poonam again?
Well, now if I do the role of Poonam, it would be very different, honestly.
Sure.
Yeah, I think with time you also change. The way you react to the same thing changes. So today, I always think to myself that, if I do a Viva today, like, hey, Poonam would be completely different. And in fact, even I think Surajji told me this, that the way he had imagined Poonam was very different. But the way I started doing it, and he didn't know that, but I was subconsciously just aping his sur. The sur in which he narrated to me became Poonam's sur. And then he kind of liked it, He was like, okay, this is a different kind of Poonam. But when I met Surajji recently at Raj Babu's prayer meeting, that's the same thing he said to me twice, actually. The first time I met him, and then before I left, he said, you were Raj Babu's favorite heroine. And that was, oh my God,
That scene was one of his favorites too. I remember once we were shooting the climax of Prem Ratan, and he took me through the whole hospital scene again, and the entire thing. And at the end, he says that when Shahid walks out, do you remember the dialogue? And I said, is pehli baar hospital mein kisi ko dulhan badle dekha. And he was so happy. because it was his favorite scene. So I think
wow.
he was very attached to that. Definitely.
Wow.
Definitely. I have something for you to autograph from me.
Wow, this is so beautiful. Like you've preserved this.
Well, I've watched it many times, so I don't know how preserved the DVD is inside, but the cover is preserved. So please do the honors. This was before the Netflix and Amazon era. Thank you so much. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Amrita. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.